I want to talk to you about GEP NEXXE inventory management software. This is an in-depth review. I want to talk to you about the pros and cons. I'll give you the features, the pricing, everything. So here's a presentation I want you to think about. So when you actually contemplate buying GEP NEXXE, what should you think about? You should think about supply chain management, because GEP primarily is a supply chain management software that provides enterprise level businesses with greater visibility, agility, intelligence, and resilience. So bottom line here is, why if you're a startup or you're a small business, you better have the resources to actually afford GEP, because GEP is not cheap. Okay. And but GEP is very sophisticated. It's built with the latest technology. You are able to use the tool to gain control over your entire supply chain processes. And the software actually covers everything in supply chain management, from planning to team collaboration and execution of day-to-day tasks. And GEP NEXXE also empowers supply chain businesses through real-time data and new levels of control. So that's really good. And even better, in the last 3 years, GEP NEXXE has been they have actually been integrating a lot of AI, artificial intelligence, into their processes. So you're able to perform robust and comprehensive supply chain management. And we also love the fact that with GEP NEXXE, you are able to have access to superior forecasting and analytics capabilities. So you are able to effectively manage the demand and supply of your goods and services. So that's really good. And GEP NEXXE is cloud native, so you are able to have visibility into your entire supply chain ecosystem, no matter where you are at. It doesn't matter whether you are in the office or you are on the road. You have this sort of flexibility. But the thing is, being a cloud-based system, you got to have internet connection to actually be able to avail yourself of GEP NEXXE's features. But that's what it is. So basically, long story short, GEP NEXXE is a cloud-native platform that helps you combine planning, visibility, collaboration, and execution in one location. So you have an all-in-one solution. So you are able to have a centralized view of real-time data and statuses throughout the network, throughout your supply chain network. I want to talk to you about the features here. When we talk about GEP NEXXE inventory management software, what kind of features can you actually expect? Well, you have you can have automated operations, data sharing and forecasting. That's really cool. You have quality management, control tower. You have warehouse and inventory management, closed loop planning, should cost modeling tool, bill of materials management. Let me break it down for you. When we talk about those features, what are we talking about? Well, first of all, automated operations. You are able to collaborate and engage with stakeholders across organizations on various processes like demand forecasting, capacity availability, purchase order, inventory quality. You have also issue management. When it comes to data sharing and forecasting, you can share data with vendors and buyers for better planning, ensuring customer-driven production, really. So you are able to publish supplier and contract manufacturer forecast regularly. When it comes to quality management, you are able to meet quality standards through configurable workflows and intelligent forms. But the thing is that you're going to have to actually initiate those. And for control tower, here is a module that offers a detailed view of warehouse, inventory, and logistics operations in real time. That's really cool in terms of revenue management, or let's say efficiency management. And when it comes to so you also have a warehouse and inventory management. So you are able to automatically receive, issue, and deliver warehouse processes. So the bottom line here is that you are tracking transactions and inventory tasks using a mobile app. You also have closed loop planning, so you can align demand and supply in real time across the supply chain. So you are able to have a blueprint of the entire network to monitor constraints, policies, and decision points, as well as bottlenecks. You also have a closed loop planning, so you are able to align demand and supply in real time across the should cost modeling tool. That's what I meant. You are able to determine the actual price of goods and services purchased through visibility into the cost of components of raw material and manufacturing, increasing savings. So that's really cool. And you have also bill of materials management, so you can handle BOM sourcing, procurement, and spend. And when we talk about direct sourcing, for instance, you have the ability to optimize costs, manage vendors, and ensure compliance and supplier loyalty from a unified platform. So you are able to streamline product introductions, material procurement process, and quality management. I want to talk to you now about the benefits that you can really expect when you think about GEP NEXXE. So first of all, you have greater visibility of supply chain operations. So if you care about that sort of that aspect of that aspect of granularity, point when it comes to your supply chain, you will love that. So the visibility is there. So you have, like, for instance, you have real-time data and status updates. So you have a complete view. That's really cool. You have a complete view of your entire supply chain ecosystem. You also have AI-powered forecasting and analytics. That's another benefit we love a lot. We love it out within GEP NEXXE. So basically, you are able to have superior forecasting and analytics capabilities. So you are able to, for instance, to analyze patterns. I mean, not you, but the software will analyze patterns and trends within your business data to identify, for instance, risks and find solutions to a problem in all areas of your supply chain. You also have inventory and warehouse management. So you are able to monitor stock levels and generate replenishment orders and forecast demands. So that's really cool in terms of a possibility. You have also the ability to carry out end-to-end warehouse operations from a single platform. I mean, gone are the days where you have to open several windows to be able to actually monitor warehouse operations. But the thing is, you are carrying out stuff from a single platform. So yes, that's good. You have a logistics visibility. You have another benefit is you have a best-in-class supply chain planning set of tools, and you also have a forecast collaboration. So that's really good. So when we talk about forecast collaboration, that's through sharing of near and long-term demand forecasts. You are able to collaborate with suppliers and contract manufacturers. So you can have insights to your suppliers and hear their feedback at the earliest time possible. So you are able to make better decision and actually plan for upside demand swings. So that's really cool in terms of a capacity, but also capability there. And when I was talking to you about the logistics visibility, I was talking to you about a process that allows you to have a complete supply accountability and reliability of your goods and inventory. So through the software, you are able to manage every aspect of your logistic operations, from the production floor to the transportation carrier and the customer's dock, using built-in digital tracking and IoT technology. I want to talk to you now about the value added. So when we talk about GEP NEXXE, what kind of value added can you really expect here? Well, you have a value added around supply chain collaboration. So supply chain collaboration is kind of important within GEP NEXXE because it allows you to have not only a complete view of your operation, but also to foster an environment where your team members can actually work. They can actually collaborate. They can actually they can help you optimize your supply chain, because the last thing you want is to have folks in your inventory management, I would say value chain, not talk to each other, right? You want them to talk to each other. You want them to collaborate. So that's really cool. And GEP NEXXE also help you with forecast collaboration. So again, we are focusing here on collaboration. So you have supply chain collaboration, you have forecast collaboration, you have a PO collaboration, so purchase order collaboration, and you also have capacity collaboration. So all kinds of collaboration that can really help you out in terms of scalability, but also consistency across the board. You also have another value added that you have within GEP NEXXE is the quality management software. Okay, so the quality management software tool allows you, if you will, to clarify all aspects of your supply chain, but also your warehouse management, among other things. You also have supply chain visibility and execution. You have a control tower that I spoke to you a little earlier. That control tower is really a great value added here. You have inventory and warehouse management. inventory and warehouse management actually is kind of cool in terms of value adding. You have a logistics visibility. Now, logistics visibility is kind of cool because it allows you, especially if you're doing something like e-commerce, or you are dealing with a third-party logistics company, a 3PL company. Having this logistics visibility is really cool. It's really helpful also in terms of analysis. You also have supply chain management, planning, and execution. This is another value added that GEP NEXXE brings to the table. That's just fantastic. I want to talk to you now about the cost. So when we talk about the GEP NEXXE, we are talking about a company that doesn't talk too much about pricing. You can see on the screen here, if you are basically if you want to have more information about the cost, they want you to really fill out a form. So yeah, so you have to fill out a form and provide your first name, last name, your company name, your company email address, and then somebody from GEP NEXXE sales will contact you. And they're not the only one though. I mean, all the big players in this industry, they are pretty non-transparent when it comes to their pricing. So it's one of those things where you might have to wait a little more, contact each of them separately before you actually can have any information about pricing really. But GEP NEXXE is not cheap. I think that was the first thing I said when I started to this conversation. I said this software is actually for medium-sized and large enterprises. But if you're a small business, you better be a small business that's growing, and that's generating enough cash flow, or at least has enough cash flow to be enough cash flows to be able to afford the prices that GEP NEXXE is going to charge you. So regardless of the pricing tier that you have, you are going to have a cloud-based deployment. Okay, it's very rare to have some kind of on-premise deployment. It is possible, but they will charge you extra. So GEP NEXXE will charge you extra if they're sending their technicians to actually set up your GEP NEXXE like set up on your premises. They'll charge you for that. But you have a web-based product, cloud hosted. You have all kinds of language supports. So all kinds of supports languages. You have English, Chinese, Spanish, Dutch, Portuguese, and the pricing model is code-based, right? They don't have any. They don't have like a standard pricing model. It will depend upon your operations, the questions and answers that go through you when you talk to somebody from sales, and so on and so forth. So long story short, GEP NEXXE actually is pretty suitable for small businesses, large enterprises, medium businesses. But if you're a small business, you better have the cash flow to actually afford GEP NEXXE. I want to talk to you about rivals here. When we talk about GEP NEXXE, what kind of rivals should you be contemplating? Well, GEP NEXXE, fortunately or unfortunately, is not the only player in the industry, right? So you have, I want to quickly review three of them here. You have NetSuite ERP, Zoho Inventory, and also ShipHype Fulfillment. So let's talk about NetSuite ERP, for instance. Well, with NetSuite ERP, I want you to think about scalability. I want you to think about efficiency. I want you to think about granularity. So NetSuite ERP is basically a scalable cloud ERP solution for growing medium-sized and large businesses. It really offers complete control and automation options in managing financials, billing, orders, inventory, fixed assets, and revenue. It also has different modules to help you bring together all your key business processes. So with NetSuite ERP, you can't really get this if you're a small business or a startup. I mean, it is an ERP. It is enterprise resource planning. So you gotta reach a certain critical mass in terms of operational revenue before you actually can go with NetSuite ERP. What about Zoho Inventory? Well, Zoho Inventory is a software program that allows small and large companies to automate their order management, their inventory management, and keep track of delivery processes. And the platform fits really its comprehensive features into an intuitive user interface. It is complete with useful modules ranging from order management to reporting. Now, when you think about Zoho, I want you to think about an ecosystem of software. This is not just about inventory. They do everything. They do CRM, they do project management, they do sales, they do marketing, they do a lot of stuff. You also have Ship Hype Fulfillment. So Ship Hype Fulfillment is really an order fulfillment software tool with plenty of features to help international retailers and merchants sell their products in the North American markets. So this powerful solution handles every aspect of order fulfillment, from receiving, storing, picking, and packing to shipping the product. So this is really a strong proposition, a strong way to actually get into the American market. Is this tool really worth it? Let's talk about that. First thing first, GEP NEXXE is really legit. It is a powerful digital supply chain management platform that really provides all kinds of enterprises unprecedented. I'll get it. You have unparalleled levels of supply chain visibility, intelligence, agility, and resilience. So if you're a small business, the question is, can you afford GEP NEXXE, or do you have the critical mass, operationally speaking, to actually afford and benefit from GEP NEXXE? So, long story short, this solution is really better in our view for a medium-sized enterprise and a large enterprise. Okay. So this tool, GEP NEXXE, is a tool in the ERP category of a tech stack. It's not just for inventory management. Okay, it's an ERP, enterprise resource planning. So you got to have a certain mass critically to be able to afford this tool and also justify the ROI. So if you have the resources, you have the budget for it, and you're looking for a tool, an all-in-one tool that can give you inventory and warehouse management, logistics visibility, control tower, forecast collaboration, purchase order collaboration, capacity collaboration, demand planning, supply planning, logistics planning, and shoot cost. If you are looking for those sort of scenarios, then you will love GEP NEXXE, and you should try the tool. Maybe if they have a free trial, try the tool in a live environment. Even if they have a demo, you might want to try the tool to see if it will work for you. But if it doesn't work, just remember that when we talk about GEP NEXXE, you have a lot of alternatives. You can try, for instance, SAP. You can try a NetSuite. I just talked to you about NetSuite. You can try Workday. You can try Sage, or you can try ERP.net. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Let's do a quick recap here. So in today's conversation, I just spoke to you about GEP NEXXE. This was a review of this inventory management software tool. So let's do a recap here. So I give you the presentation, the features, the benefits, the value added, the cost, the rivals, and whether or not this tool is worth it. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.